All right. Can we get a countdown from 3, 2, 1 in your best Godfather voice, Paul?
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Six Nuts Podcast, episode 38. I'm your host, Dave. I want you to do something right out of the gate. I want you to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, follow us on Instagram and YouTube. We are new on Instagram, so go over there, follow us at Six Nuts Comedy. We would love that you follow us there. Episode 38, gentlemen. What is going on? Paul Bourgon and Jordan
Angus.
Those
are our names. Yeah.
Those are our
names.
Things
are good. Things are great. You know, we're having a good time. 38. You know,
38.
We keep getting blown away by the amount of episodes. But talk about consistency.
38. I think back to episode 1. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sitting in Paul's basement.
Well, it's always
putting down hot sauce. And
yeah.
That's so awkward, man. Very cringeworthy. Anyway, welcome to episode 38. As I said, I'm your host, Dave. We got a lot of great stuff today, man. We're going to be doing Hold My Beer as always. It's Friday the 13th, so we're going to be talking about maybe some fears we have, some superstitions. Yep. We also got a amazing OnlyFans story that's going to blow everybody's minds. It's ridiculous. We'll get to that a bit later. And we are doing Would You Rather. Would you rather? So I got some really good ones queued up. I think you guys have a couple. I'm not sure, but it's a great episode, episode 38. But without further ado, let's get this show started in the only proper way we know how. It's a segment called
Hold My Beer.
Hold My Beer, where we go around the virtual room and introduce our beverage of choice for this episode. You know what? I never start, so I'm going to start this one, man. I got a beer called Harmon's. It's called Lunchbox. It's a brewery out of Toronto.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, God. I need that mirror function. So it's
there
called
it is.
Harmon's.
Yeah.
The last one I had sat here all week. It didn't touch it. It was terrible. So let's hope this one is better.
Is it a lemon beer?
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's like a fruit beer.
No, not fruity at all, but it's really good.
Good.
It's actually it's a blonde. So there you go. I like blondes.
Don't we all?
Married to a redhead, but I like blondes. So this is Harmon's Craft Brewing out of Toronto, Ontario. A free plug for you. And I will give this one a 7.6294. 6294. So that's my beer of choice. I like it. So I will finish this before the end of the episode. Unlike last week.
Yeah, it's like it's a small can.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's not the size of the can that matters. It's how you drink it. All right, let's move on to let's go down to Paul. Paul, your beverage of choice for this one, man.
Good old Miller High Life. Okay?
Nice.
When you're in a pinch and you need a buzz, Miller High Life. Okay?
Love it, man.
Though, like I find that a lot of these like the go-tos, right? Like I'll drink Heineken if it's on a menu and that's it, but I don't prefer it, right? I would never reach for it, But like, what makes one beer disgusting and another beer? Well, obviously the ingredients, but yeah. Anyway, I've always found Miller makes a good beer. I like the tall necks too that you can only get in the States. Those are good.
All right, so he's taking a big swig.
It's good. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
I say 7.692.
Wow, very precise. I love it. 7.692.
Same as yours.
Yeah, actually, yes, it is. So we had Jordan. You got to make this a clean sweep, man.
All right. I brought 2 drinks because I wanted to keep up my streak of having a different beverage on here, but I also want to drink this beverage that I just got. So I'm not going to drink this one all the way, but I'm going to try it, test it out. This is a Coors Light Seltzer. It's peach flavored. It's not a beer. It's a seltzer. So we're just gonna get this one out of the way.
Yeah, the seltzers, they make it's like the Bud Light Lime, Bud Light Strawberry, you know, like all these beers are like expanding their market, you know?
Yeah. It's it tastes good at first, and then it yeah. You know? Like it's weird. It has a really good taste to start off with, kind of like fuzzy peaches, and then it's an aftertaste. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'll drink that along the way. But I really wanted to drink this. We've had this on the show before, and
right.
like, yeah, look at that. Yeah, the Gatineau Gold Lager. So that's what I'm really here for. Sorry, boys, but I wanted to keep it a little
double
different.
fisting, right?
Hell yeah, I am.
Good for you.
That is a first, man. The first ever nut to open up 2 beers on this segment.
Well, I mean, you
Well
never
done.
really know what's on my table, you know? Like, I have a bottle of whiskey.
This is true, man.
Yeah,
This is true.
yeah.
All right,
But
so which one are you rating, or are you giving a number to the peach thing, or?
I'm gonna skip one of them and say that the one that I wanted to open is a 7.692 for sure.
Good.
Wow, it's a clean sweep, man.
Good number. Yeah.
That deserves a round of applause. This is
Good
the
number.
7.692 episode. Well done. So a clean sweep. That is Hold My Beer. Before we get to the topics at hand, gentlemen, we had some comments. Some comments, and
Nice.
I'm going to bring them up. First of all, this was a comment from Girl I Loathe, I think because I was shamelessly promoting our new Instagram channel. We had a comment. She said, or I assume it's a girl, obviously, but it could be a guy, I guess. But the handle is Girl I Loathe, commented saying, no blue sky. To which I replied, what the hell is blue sky? Which I know what it is. I've never been on it. I've heard of it. I don't know if it's any good.
What is it?
It's a social media platform, I guess,
Okay.
like Twitter.
Another one.
So I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of Blue Sky before?
No, but I'm like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch now that I don't know and I've never used and probably won't. Despite what my Instagram account shows, I really have no fucking idea how to use the social media shit.
Yeah, I was on the threads, like Instagram. Every time you go on Instagram, it would make you like download it or don't download it. Like it would always pop up before you could even open up your Instagram threads. So I finally downloaded it, and it's driving me mental, like mental. It's like Jessica Smith likes your photo, and she commented on it. It's like, you are the sun in my sky and the light of my life. And it's like, I'm trying to look for the picture. What picture is she talking about? You know, I just don't get it. I can't figure it out. You know, it's like math.
I think Threads is like Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. I was on it for like a week, and
how many more do you need?
I can't do this, man.
You know.
But no, I don't think we're gonna start a Blue Sky channel for Six Nuts Comedy. I hear that it's like a lot of liberals, left-leaning political people have gone to Blue Sky. They're leaving Twitter and they're going to Blue Sky. So
We're
that's
not
all
even
I know
on
about it.
Sounds like a real party.
Yeah,
we're not
like a great time.
We're not even on Twitter. Like,
I know. So anyway, that was one comment. The other comment I wanted to bring up was from Glenn Sloan. He made a comment about when we talked about overrated, underrated. He says, okay, listen to me, please. You didn't have to put that in the comment, but anyway, I thought that was humorous. Okay, listen to me, please. Eggnog, fruitcake, and Christmas Vacation are all overrated. And I agree with 2 of those, but he's like picking a scab there with Christmas Vacation.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I commented on it too. I was like, it's okay to be right 66% of the time or something like that, or 66% right.
Yeah.
Because, I agree with 2 of the 3 things he said.
Well, we got to keep in mind that this is Glenn Sloan is also a Buffalo Sabres fan.
I'm so sorry, Glenn.
Any comment coming from Glenn, we got to take it with a grain of salt.
15-year playoff drought, and how many games have they lost in a row? I am so sorry, Glenn. It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. There are other things in life, like breathing is really good.
Yeah. So anyway, we appreciate the comments though, and I don't want to bash people who make a comment. I'm just saying it in jest and in fun. But we do encourage, please comment on anything we say or anything we talk about in the show. We would love to hear your comments about it, whether we agree or not. So
Absolutely. I will look at Blue Sky now just because I'm curious. I would like to be at least informed as to what's going on around me.
yep.
And, it's okay, Glenn. We don't have to agree on everything,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Go Sabres.
I'm
Buffalo.
sorry, guys.
Anyway,
So sorry.
today's actually Friday the 13th, on the day we're recording. Friday the 13th. It really doesn't make a big deal. It's not a big deal for me usually. Just made me think, is this something you guys are superstitious about? Or do you have other fears that you deal with? What's your thoughts on Friday the 13th, Paul or Jordan?
I had a joke
Here?
when I first started doing comedy that I was like, this is the funniest thing ever. And it was about like, remember it was like about, I want to write a movie script about a series of different families that are all dealing with the aftermath of a like catastrophe that had happened the day before. And I was going to call the movie Saturday the 14th.
Yes.
Because
Yep.
like it's like 9/12. Like I'm pretty sure 9/12 was worse than 9/11. Like 9/11 was shocking, and nobody, like, everyone was just in a state of shock. Like, but not like Saturday the 14th. The families didn't find out till the next day. When the police came and saw the bodies and heads and stuff. Like that was the shitty day, right? Saturday the 14th. So, that's how I feel about it. Yeah. I used to love those movies when I was a kid, though, and they made me cry. Remember I told you guys that story? Like, I was like 14, and my buddies were watching Jason Goes to Hell, and I was like, I gotta go home. I was like rocking in my mom's arms, like, who's so scary? Yeah. Yeah.
But it is an actual fear. The fear of Friday the 13th is triskaidekaphobia.
Okay.
It's a real thing, and I guess some people suffer from it and stay home. But
Triskaidekaphobia?
yeah,
Like,
it's a fear of Friday the 13th.
is it Latin or Greek?
I was gonna say I thought that was like Latin for 310. So you're
I thought
like
it was Triscuits and deck of cards.
Yes. Triskaidekaphobia. I could be wrong. I mean, I Googled it.
Scopophobia, It's like there's a fear for like everything. Like I'm afraid of iPhone cases. Like. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I have a big fear. And it's getting worse. I have a fear of heights, but it's even worse for like people like my family. For example, like we were out west a couple of years ago in Banff area, and my son was, I don't know, 11 or 12 at the time, and he was climbing up this big mound of giant boulders, and he was fearless, and I was watching him going, if he falls, he's dead. Like, he's dead because it's all big, giant boulders, right? And if you slip and fall, and I was scared shitless. I couldn't watch. I had to leave. I was so scared for him. It's the weirdest thing. But I'm afraid of heights for sure. It's a big one for me. I'll just lie down on the couch here. And
yeah, tell us how that makes you feel, Dave.
I'll just lie down on the couch here and just scared shitless, man. It was a very rocky day that day. Paul's gone.
It's because you scared him. The iPhone case scared him.
Like, I thought for a minute there I was all alone.
Yeah. I got a couple fears. I'm claustrophobic. That's yeah. I'm afraid of coming out of it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm claustrophobic means I'm afraid of small spaces. And I remember the first time I found out I had to get an MRI, and I get them like quite often now. Ooh. But I was having like, you ever been on a roller coaster, Dave?
Of course.
Okay, so like when you're at the top of the peak there, as you're going down, that G-force feeling in your gut. Yep. So that's what I was feeling while I was in the MRI machine, and I was trying to like calm myself or whatever, and just the person that was there right into the speaker goes, "Mr. Angus, is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yep, I'm fine." And why? And they're like, "Can you stop squeezing like the panic button that's on the remote they give you?" Yeah, I was having full blown like just freaking the fuck out. Longest
Really?
45 minutes. I still have to get them frequently, and it's still kind of like that, but I'm a little more aware of, okay, don't squeeze any buttons. I'm in and out in 45 minutes.
I
But
lost
yeah.
you. I couldn't hear you guys there. Like, Dave,
No
I could
worries.
see your lips moving, and I'm like, I hope this sound comes back, and I just couldn't hear you.
That's
Oh,
all right,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just talking about how I'm afraid of closed-in spaces, and
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, dealing with
you,
that.
Dave. I'm with you. Like, I mean, I'm okay if I'm like if I have like a lanyard on, if I have like a belt, if I'm safety harnessed in, I'm okay with that. If you like trust equipment, but like being on a balcony of like a hotel or a condo, like 25 floors up and looking over the edge, it makes me feel kind of sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like we went on a also like a buggy when we were out west. We went on this like buggy drive this trip where you drive a buggy all the way up to the top of a mountain. And I was driving one buggy. My wife was driving a different one. And when you get to the top, you have to do like a 3-point turn, and to come back down. But if you back up too far, you go over the edge of the mountain.
Okay.
And we're there, and I'm like, I'm scared shitless for me because, like, holy shit, what if I go over that fucking mountain? I'm like, and my wife gets out, and she nonchalantly walks toward the edge, and I was more scared for her than for me. But like, I'm going like I was literally yelling at her, saying, "Get the F away from the edge, man! Because if you go over, you're
toast.
you're
Yeah.
falling thousands of feet, man. What
Yeah.
is wrong with you?"
Yeah. Yeah. I've
Anyway.
bungee jumped twice, and like
Never.
I can't imagine even like looking up at a bungee jumping platform now. Like it's insane.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Left.
So-
What is it? Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia. But I wanted to ask you a question, Jordan, about the MRI, because I've had 2 MRIs.
Yeah.
And
Great.
I've never opened my eyes while in the machine.
Okay.
And I didn't do it because my wife says, if you open your eyes, the top of the machine will be like right at your nose. Like it's that close to your face.
Yeah.
You're very you're tight in there.
And I didn't want to open my eyes because I didn't know how I would react. Would I panic and start, freaking out? So I've never opened my eyes in an MRI machine. So I wanted to confirm, is that true? Is it that close to your face?
Very
It is pretty close, and some though have cages over your head. And at that point, they sometimes have like reflective mirrors, so you can see into the room rather than looking up at the tunnel that you're kind of in, which maybe helps. But it's like my body just reacts as soon as I go in. It's really tight, man. And
they
I'm
ask you that on the forums. You've got to fill out that form before you go in there. Like they say, are you okay with closed spaces? I don't know if I told you guys this when I did one of my MRIs. Like 2 nights before, I went out to the Sens after party with just like me and the team. We're at the Heart and Ground in the basement. Like Mark called me and said, "You want to come out? Like we're all here." I'm like, be right there, And
let me think about it.
Mark, did I not tell you this? Mark and I were playing quarters. You put you put a pint of beer on the table. It's like literally with the team downstairs, a private room, and me and Mark. We're slap a quarter on the table and it's got to bounce into the glass. Anyway, we were playing for a while, and I just we kind of got sidetracked, and I was like, "Should we get more beers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And I just necked my beer and quarter right down the gullet. And I look up at Mark. I'm like, and he's just like, no.
Oh my God.
In the bathroom, Mark has me by my pant legs. I've got my hands on the toilet in a handstand. Mark has me by my hand legs. Chris Neal and Bobby Ryan, a bunch of guys just like at the door, all filming, dying laughing.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
it's not fucking funny. It's not funny. I'm trying to make myself barf upside down to get this out. And I had an MRI 2 days later, right? So when they're filling out the forms, like, have you ingested any metal? Have you had any metal in your body? And I wrote a question mark and circled it. And then anyway, I gave the forms back. And then when the person came up and gave me my garment and all that stuff, the gown, she was like, you circled metal objects. Is there what's that about? I'm like, here's the thing. You ever play quarters? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
All right. Apparently, the machine's so strong that if it's in your skin to a certain depth, it will rip right out of your body. So
wow, that's crazy, man.
Super crazy.
So when did the quarter come out?
Just before I left. Yeah, just before I left for it. So
Nice.
I don't need to tell you the process of that, but there it is.
Well, hopefully you kept
Surprisingly
it.
went out just as easily as it came in. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Oh
Cheap
man.
date. I'm a cheap date.
Speaking of going in and out, remember that story we talked about a few weeks ago about that OnlyFans girl slept with 100 men in a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a new challenge, man.
It's called AIDS.
No, next February she wants to do 1,000 men in 24 hours. 1,000 men in 24 hours.
And the parents are all for it too, eh?
I don't know about this
one. A
one.
little too much.
The mother was very supportive of the 100 men challenge. I don't know how she feels about this one.
What a
Do you know how many minutes are in a day?
to get your name out there, eh? You know,
There's 1,440 minutes in a day, and she wants to do 1,000. That's like one a minute.
well, I'll leave that one there. But like the ways that people are becoming famous, like the Hawk Tua and like you just scroll through Instagram or Facebook and it's just a girl like with the bra like bouncing her boobs or walking slowly, or doing this like, but like, or a guy trying to climb up a fence and he falls and like lands on his neck. You know what I mean? Like it's so bizarre the way that people are getting likes and getting going viral. You know what I mean? And I mean, Christ,
It's disgusting, man. Like she's gonna she's got no soul.
Good
man.
luck sitting around the dinner table telling your grandkids about that day.
Like holy shit.
So where did you meet Grandpa? Oh, he was number 566.
Yeah, 950. Yeah.
Like I don't know how she's gonna do it, but it's just disgusting, man. Like she's all over social media. I don't know if you guys see it, but she's all over Twitter.
No, I don't look for this kind of stuff. That's just
it's making it into the mainstream and everybody's commenting on it. And
well, I mean, so when it's on the front page
man.
of the Ottawa Citizen, then I'll read it.
Yeah.
Not that I read the paper or anything.
The new Sunshine Girl is back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The Sunshine Girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty strange.
Yeah, it's just messed up, man. Like OnlyFans in general is it's a bizarre, like the money that these people are pulling in. Like, I mean, $55 million in like a month or whatever was the top earner.
55 mil.
Something
Holy
like that, yeah, something
shit.
bizarre like that, But like again, at what point do you just hold your soul out on a platter? Like, what point do you abandon all pride and dignity? Like,
wow.
Anyway, to each their own. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you got to hate yourself. You have to really hate yourself
apples and
to
oranges
put yourself
to
through
tests. That. You know what I mean? Like, compared to apples and oranges to pap tests here.
Like fuck, 1,000 men in a day, like 24 hours. Like how much do you really? That's like self-loathing to the highest degree, man. It's really messed up. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm trying to think of like what do I do anything 1,000 times a day? Like blink? I think the average person blinks like 900 times. I don't know if it's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How just
unless you're an onion cutter.
Well, figure out the logistics of how you would do this, like 1,000 in a day.
I don't want to be
a minute and a half each, right? Be in and out, man.
Ridiculous.
I have so many questions, but I just.
I'm gonna get in trouble for my mom with this one. Yeah.
I'm trying not to swear as much on this episode.
I can't imagine it. I can't even. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the challenges. Like, have you guys ever done like a burger challenge? Like have you you go to like there used to be this place in Canada called Filthy McNasty's.
They my god! Yeah.
They have a 2-pound burger and fries. It's like a platter, and if you finish it in if you finish it in like 13 minutes, it's free. And like, I finished the platter, but it was like 15 minutes that I finished it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but like, my buddy's like, hurry up, man. Hurry up with the fries.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, enjoying the burger so much because it was freshly made. Like there wasn't a patty that they have, like they're not pulling out patties out of a tray and making it like as much as McDonald's is fresh, or Wendy's is fresh or whatever. Like they have to actually make it out of them. So good. Like those are challenges I like, I don't mind that, but
Yeah.
1,000 guy in a day challenge.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
At what
couldn't.
point do you turn it off? Like, I think you get bored, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I had a like you get to like $4.99 and she leaves you on a clit hanger.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Well, they interviewed her after the 100 Men thing, and she's
like,
saying,
yeah, I got through it. Yeah,
well, she was saying that after she got through the 40th guy, she goes, oh my God, I'm not even halfway through yet. So how's she going to feel for the 1,000? Anyway, let's move on, man. We got about 18 minutes, man. Before I got to
until you have to leave, eh? But
well, I got to leave, and I mean, you guys can talk after I leave if you want.
What would Jordan and I talk about? We have nothing in common.
Exactly.
Like everything. Yeah, we actually have everything in common.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments.
A lot of common, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got to get to would you rather? Would you rather do this, or would you rather do this?
We could get to it, but bring that up. Well, I'm going to bring it up, but like that. What animal would you not be able to fight? When we were talking about that before. I don't know if you recorded it all. But,
yes, it is
like,
recorded.
I find it fascinating, really. Like, I saw this one thing once about talking about like what could a man take? What animal could a man take, and up to what point? Like, when you go small to big. Like, obviously, you're not going to be able to take a bear. Some people online say that they think they could take a bear.
They're insane.
Yeah, and actually, to tie into the would you rather, I was gonna say, like, would you rather fight a bee's nest or a 4-month-old grizzly bear?
Jesus, that's a good one.
Yeah, because like you're getting stung one way or the other, eh? Apparently, like like newborns, like with their nails and their biting pounds per square inch is still like it can hurt you. They say after like a month or two, like they can do real big damage to a person. But
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
is the mama bear by
again,
or is the mother bear around, or do I just get this 4-month-old bear?
You get the 4-month-old. The mother has to watch. Yeah.
The mother has
exactly.
Other side of the octagon. Yeah.
She can't intervene.
Yeah.
Okay. I just because I don't want to get stung like 100 fucking times, because I've been stung several times and it's not pleasant. And if you have like a whole nest, there's areas that are going to sting you that you don't want to be stung. So I think I'm going to take my chances.
They go right for your dick.
Oh yeah, always right for the fucking dick. So I'm gonna take my chance with the 4-month-old bear as long as the mother.
They should call them D's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get right to the segment then. Would you
do it.
rather?
All right. Yeah.
So I guess
I
we're
love
not
that.
going to talk about the animal though, okay?
That could be the first
one.
one.
Talk about these animal fights. And you're like, let's skip the segment.
No, we could do that.
Would
if
you rather
want.
talk about Paul's topic or go right to yeah.
All right. I'll do one, and then Paul, you can do one, and then Jordan, you can do one if you want.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Let's do this one here. Would you rather? And we'll start with Jordan. Would you rather have a permanent unibrow or no eyebrows at all?
We've done this one.
Have we?
Yes, we've done this one.
All right. Here's a different one. Would you rather have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night or sweat maple syrup?
But I think we did this too.
I don't think we've done this one. We definitely did the first one, but we haven't done
edible. I can put my glasses on for this.
All right, so would you rather have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night, or would you rather sweat maple syrup?
I don't want to look like Justin Timberlake. So I think I'm gonna sweat maple syrup. That might be sticky, but that's okay, You put a towel down.
Yeah. Yeah. Again.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one.
All right. So you sweat maple syrup, Jordan.
Yeah. Very Canadian of me.
Yeah.
It is Canadian of you, man.
Yeah. You're welcome.
God bless Canada. All right,
Do you
Paul,
have-
what about you,
do have
man?
to ingest the maple syrup sweat though, like the edible hair. Do you have to eat it? You know?
Oh, you cut it off at least.
Yeah.
Maybe don't eat it.
Yeah. Spaghetti
Get a
and
haircut
maple
every
syrup,
night.
eh? Cool. Good one. Okay, next.
All right. That one went over like a Chinese balloon. How about this one? Would you rather every shirt you wear be itchy?
We did this one.
Get out of
Dave.
here.
We did this one. Dave, what the fuck?
Are you serious?
Are you
Did
going
you-
on like wouldyourrather.com? And
All right, you
get
guys
these
do it.
things?
All right, that's all I got, man. You guys got to come up with some now.
Did you
Oh, I
hire Raul back again? Is that what happened?
I have no idea, man.
All right, I got
How
one.
do you remember these things, man?
Would you rather drink a glass of eggnog or drink your own
I
dog's
was gonna say
puke?
that. I was gonna say that.
You were gonna say that, eh?
Yeah.
That's an easy one. I would rather drink eggnog. It's an easy
Yeah.
one.
What if I have on record that you stated otherwise?
I'll deny it. I'll blame it on AI.
Members of the court, I'd like to go back to episode 37 at minutes 37:45.
Well, let's go to Paul's animal thing then, because all of mine are
Well,
already
I mean,
recycled.
I don't know if, since we've done this before, I don't know if I brought this one up, but this is a good one to ask people. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once?
Yeah, you said this one too.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's just say all the things we've done. Like this is more of like a greatest moments podcast.
Yeah. Remember that thing we did, episode like 19?
Yeah.
I'm just blown away that Jordan, you can remember, like you with no hesitation. You're like, we've done that.
I had it. There's an
We've done that
inkling of.
We've done that one. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell do you remember that?
I've
There's
got a bunch of them, but they're all dirty. You know, like they're all
So
they're all
let's
too
hear them.
crass. You know. One was one of them I asked when we were doing trivia was would you rather have to breathe in what Post Malone's beard smells like? Like breathe in Post Malone's beard every
God.
day? Like that when you breathe, that's what you smell. You don't get used to it, or hear someone learning to play the bagpipes every day.
Oh my god.
Like have to hear bagpipes or
I remember that from your Too Funny days, and then someone's response was "Leave Post Malone alone."
Yeah, leave Post Malone alone.
God.
Yeah, I thought of a good name. This has nothing to do with anything. Speaking about Post Malone alone, a good name. Good names for when people have names for their cats. Like I was gonna name my cat Mario Lemieux, or Mrs. Meowgie, but like Jason Meow Meowa. Because like you call up the veterinarian's office, and you're like, "Hi, I'd like to schedule an appointment for my cat." Okay, cool. Are you a client with us, or did you come here? Yes, I do. Okay, what's the cat's name? And just like you hit him with it, like Dr. Finnegan J. Buffle Schnauzers. Yeah. Well, she has many names. Today's name was Bilfers Burgoo. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. But I'm sure Jordan, you have to have that with the cat. There's always a different name you call it.
Oh yeah. Like
Give me some.
They respond, right? No matter what you call them, they're just like, you're referring
What
to
are
me.
some of the
Like
names you have for your cat? Give me some.
Chunkers.
Jesus.
Pain in my ass.
Yeah.
Bus is another one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of any right now because I'm on the spot there, but there's like a shit ton.
Yeah.
It's just as long as you look at them and the way you say it and the tone, they're just like, yeah.
Bilfers Burgoo,
Yeah.
Filbers, Bernstein, Gertrude. I would call her Pew Pew Lemieux for a while. John Lick.
John Lick.
Excommunicado. Yeah, but my my password on my computer when back in the day, I had to get it like fixed. And she's like, "What's your password?" And I'm like, "Well, here's my username. My password is." I had to explain to her beforehand. It's the same thing about like swallowing the quarter. I'm like, "Well, here's the thing. Okay, I have a cat, and her name is Pew Pew Lemieux." Yeah, but anyway.
My
Dave?
sister had a cat. She used to have a cat.
Dogs. I don't know. I don't think dog owners do that with their pets. I don't think they change the name.
Well, I did change the name because my dog's original name is Cupcake, and I will not call her Cupcake, so I shortened it to Cece.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks, "Oh, is that like after Cody Cece?"
I like it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cece's better than Cupcake, but my sister used to have
it's like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David, the dog, Angel Muffin. He's like, "I'm not fucking calling it Angel Muffin." And like the dog gets hit by a car because he didn't call it over. Angel Muffin. Yeah.
But my sister used to have a cat, and it had a big gut, so she called it Gut Man.
Okay.
Called it Gut Man, which was apropos because the gut used to drag on the ground. Like, yeah, that's appropriate. Gut Man.
Excuse me. Yeah,
Does your dog respond to Cupcake or just CC?
Tell you what, I respond.
I don't know because I've never tried Cupcake.
No,
and I refuse. I will not call her Cupcake. There's no way.
I can get pretty much, even if I don't know the cat, I can call the cat over and it'll come to me. There's one simple name.
What's that?
I go,
Food.
come here. Pss, 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 pss,
Yeah.
pss. And then they just fucking zone out and they're like, yeah, I got it.
Man, you know what my cat absolutely hates? Like everybody's like, I love my cat. I love my dog so much. They're my best friend, like companion and all that. But you love them so much that you also know what pisses them off. Like, if you like grab their back legs or something, if you put your hand over their head. And my cat, she's in the room right now. If I do this, she's gonna run at me. Like this. If I do that, she's getting off the perch right now. Look.
Really?
I tell you what she does is if I do that, like I blow right at her, like that.
Yeah.
She'll like, I'll forget about it, like 45 seconds go by, and then I'll just feel a cat dart at my leg. So she jump she remembers it, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a bunch of videos on my library on my phone of just me like she's just going mental at me. Yeah.
Are you blowing directly on the cat or just blowing anywhere?
You just make that noise. Like, she goes ballistic.
Why, what is it about the noise that bothers
I don't
her?
know.
That's weird,
I don't know,
man.
but it works.
It's bizarre.
Yeah. And
you know what?
She attacks you. She like lunge at you and bite you. And if you think that she's forgot about it, like she'll be like, "Oh yeah, fucking dick." Yeah,
maybe that's
like these.
Maybe that's a noise that cat makes when they're like threatening other cats. Maybe
they make like a noise. Yeah.
Well, you know what I've tried to do with my dog. I'm sure you've never tried this with your cat, but I've tried to push my dog's head down, and when she doesn't want it pushed down, you can't. Like it's impossible. Their necks are so strong. Like it's impossible to push her head down.
If you try to physically overpower a cat, like I'm not talking about beating them or hitting them. See, that's not what I'm talking about. If you try to if they're biting you and you are hissing at you and you grab their head and hold on to it and be like, "I'm the boss." They sit there and they wait for you to let go. And if your hand is close to their face, that's what I respect about these things. They're a tenth of your size. And they don't give a shit. Like, they don't care. They'll come at you. They'll bite your foot.
Yeah.
You fucking peed on my bed this morning. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
I saw a video of a cat chasing a bear out of a backyard.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's what I mean about them. Like they're
fucking fearless, man.
About cats, man. They just you know what? You'd be tough too if you had 10 razor blades and sharp ass teeth in your mouth. Like, I've got pretty sharp teeth, but you know what I mean? If you're walking around with just come at me,
Like, come at meow.
Come at meow.
Yes.
Yeah. I was laughing the other day because you pick your cat up and you hold them in the arms and they're just sort of looking at you. Like when you have your cat, and picture me being the cat, when the cat's just looking at you, okay? Like your face is right here, and then the cat just does this to the wall behind you. Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, what's
Oh
behind me?
my,
What's
oh
behind
my
me?
God. Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
What's behind me? There's a spider like right over your head, This guy just diverts his attention, like black eyes. Like, oh fuck.
I used to do that to my son.
Yeah,
Like
I hate that.
he'd be in the kitchen. He'd be standing with his back to the patio door, and he was young enough. I used to do that. I used to be like, oh my God, like what's that in the backyard, and just scare the crap out of him.
Because you're literally you're
Dad,
holding the
don't
thing
do
and
that.
You don't want to turn around because your like back is up against the wall. You're like, yeah. Anyway, fun
so
with
with
animals, eh? They're good companions.
Yep.
Yeah.
With that, we got to get to final thoughts. So
Let's do it.
this is a sound warning. If you're listening to this in your car, turn the sound down because it's about to get real loud. Here we go. All right, final thoughts for episode 38. Oh my God. End of episode 38. Let's go. Jordan, you look like you're ready. Final thoughts from you for episode 38. Mr. Jordan Angus.
Yeah, no, I'm episode 38, 2 more episodes till episode 40.
Woo.
We definitely need to work on the would you rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
but
rather?
no. Yeah, would you rather, have edible spaghetti hair or maple syrup sweat? But no, I'm glad. Thanks for everybody who watches us still. And thank you for continuing to watch us. My friends out in the States and Australia who are saying, hey, it's okay to watch football on a Sunday. Don't,
Yes, sir.
When you bring a new beer every week, it's okay to watch a little football. So that's it, man. I just busy week, so I'm ready for a nap.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you, Jordan. Paul, let's go to you.
I'm excited for the show tomorrow, and I'm kind of concerned about it too because I haven't been on stage in I think 2 weeks. It's been since I've been up, and man, it's like I said before. I'll say it again. It's not like riding a bike, So hopefully it's a disaster like most of my sets, but yeah, we're doing that tomorrow at Cultures. It's Cultures Comedy Club that we're doing that at, and then on Wednesday next week I'm at Absolute Comedy, so that should be equally, if not just as good, just equally, if not just as. Yeah, it's stuff like that you can look forward to. Yeah. But yeah, it's we're climbing up there with the episodes, and I do appreciate people who watch because I'm starting to hear more people referencing it, saying like, "Oh, you talked about that on the podcast last week," or if I say something like my buddies, I'm like, "You watched them?" He's like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Fuck, that's awesome." Yeah, like you're kind of like flattered, It's
Absolutely.
like who would want to listen to me talk, It's like with Jordan today when you presented that thing, like, would you rather people could read your thoughts or whatever? Like, remember we talked about that? Jordan and I were both like,
No.
Yeah, please. Yeah. I've been getting told to shut the hell up for freaking 43 years, and finally now people are starting to listen. It feels good. It feels like you win the kind of a. Anyway, that's my final thought.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. My final thought is sincere apologies to everybody for the worst segment of Would You Rather.
Yeah.
And the question should be, would you rather shove this segment down the toilet? And the answer today would be yes, please. Anyway, that is my final thought. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Paul. Thank you to everybody for listening. Please like, subscribe, and please comment on anything we talked about today, except for Would You Rather, because we're never going to talk about that again. But we do appreciate the support, and we will look forward to seeing you next time for episode 39. Ciao.